Hey guys, Hoodie here. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit more different and along the lines of Zero's videos where I'll talk to you guys about my thoughts on certain kinds of Smash 4 stuff. So without further ado, here are my opinions on Ryu's potential in Smash 4. Ryu's a very unique fighter. He's got more moves, more techniques, and more tools than any character in the game. He's got double the tilts, double the jab, and impo versions of every special move, and he's got 2 Hadoukens. This gives Ryu double the advantage for potential in combo. And speaking of combo, he has the best combos in the game. He's got more moves than anyone else to start combos, and his Nair is an amazing tool for linking any combo together. Basically, his Nair is a one-stop shop. It's really underdeveloped because the Nair kind of sends people at different angles depending on where you hit them, what character type they are, like floaty, heavy, and if you hit them with the sour or the sweet spot of it. And I say sweet spot by the first active hitbox because that's the spot that'll take 8% and it'll launch them farther. The other spot will hit 4%, and that's any spot after the first hit. So his Nair is really underdeveloped in the sense that you can link almost any move after it, but it's dependent on the situation. So you can actually link Nair together, Nair to Dair, Nair to up air, Nair to forward air, but they're all dependent on the position. You can even link Nair to shoryuken or to forward smash or down smash, but it's very dependent on where you're hitting, who you're hitting, and most importantly the position that you hit them in. Like you can link Nair to footstool, but that's extremely dependent on where you actually hit them. So Nair is an amazing underdeveloped tool that has a shit ton of potential in combo, and that just needs to be explored. He also has many practical footstool combos. This is something that a lot of characters don't have as much of. Some of them only have like 1 or 2 setups, if any. Ryu has a lot. He's got off of Sour Spot Fair, he's got Dair, he's got up tilt, he's got Nair. He's got a lot of footstool setups, and a lot of them that can progress. He can Nair lock up to 60%, which means that once someone misses a tech and you hit with the sour spot of the Nair, you lock them to the ground, and they have to do a standing get up. He can Hadouken lock to like, I think 100%, so that becomes a more standard lock past 60%. And I just locked DK Will with Nair Hadouken 2 days in tournament. And yeah, very, very useful setups, and there will be a lot to come out of that. He also has combos that lead into kills, which is something a lot of characters can't say. You can combo Nair and shoryuken, as I said. A lot stems off of his focus attack. If you land a focus attack, you have a guaranteed string, and a guaranteed string that can go in many different ways. And most of these ways can lead in a shoryuken kill if you play your cards right. That alone has a lot of potential, and it can lead to even more damage output and more damage output into a said shoryuken or Dair or whatever, what have you. Third, shoryuken is an insane kill move. It has no ending lag if you do the input version, and it can platform cancel. I mentioned this in the video with Tweak I just had up, and it's you gotta look for setups, but if there are more setups found, you can platform cancel all this stuff, and it basically allows for a safe way to throw out shoryuken while also remaining safe after the fact that you throw it out. So you can throw out shoryuken. If you miss, whatever, you're clean, you're good away. But if you hit it, then congrats, you just landed a superpower kill move at like 80%. Fourth, focus attack has a lot of unexplored, untapped potential with it. I like to use it a lot more than other Ryus do, but there's a lot of mind games. We say call it FADC, which stands for focus attack dash cancel, and that's when you hold down B, and then you dash left right by tapping twice left or right after you're holding down B. Focus attack lets for 1 hit of super armor, as you probably know. So it's the move is designed as a bait move, which means that I'll bait someone into hitting me, and then I can hit them back with a focus attack, or I can dash out of it and punish them. So it's got a lot of potential there, and it's a mix-up. It's a huge mix-up that a lot of people will fall for, and one that you can't really get used to. It's more player dependent and whether you read the situation. It also helps with his movement, as you can probably see from me. I like to throw in a lot of B-reverse and wave bounces and stuff, and it's very tricky. It also helps with recovery. And lastly, his damage output is phenomenal. I mentioned this before. I think it's probably something that's going to get patched out because it's comparable to like Ganon Sheik matchup, which is a matchup where you have to like land 6 hits in order to win, and that's how the matchup kind of goes for you, Sheik. His fair does 15%, his bear does 16%, his double up air hits 11%, and his throws do something like 10% plus. He has a lot of damage output, and it comes to the fact of like just how many fairs can you land on someone before you can input shoryuken them. And that's a little stupid, but it's there, and it's probably going to get patched out, but for now, I'm sure it's going to stay either very high or it's going to get patched down just like a little bit. To put it simply, there's a lot of unexplored regions of this character. For instance, his heavy forward tilt breaks shields, as you probably know, but you don't see it very often. There's still a lot of uses as we found for it. Same thing with focus attack. It almost breaks shields, to the fact where if you combine a focus attack with any level, if you combine a focus attack with a shoryuken or dash attack, you'll actually break someone's shield from full shield, at least for the shoryuken. For a dash attack, that has to be like a little bit baited, but you can full on break shields with most of his moves, and it's crazy. So that still needs to be explored, and a lot of parts of him still need to be explored. So I hope we see the untapped potential of that, and I hope I'm the one to show that. This is Hooded signing off. Thanks for watching.